Okay, today we will discuss about exercise number 10.2. So we will discuss about exercise 10.2. So some of the important concepts for exercise 10.2 will be, as you can write it as we know about some of the important formulas, like you can write is sine of alpha plus beta. Similarly, sine of alpha minus beta you can write as. Similarly, you can write as formula for cos of alpha plus beta. Similarly, formula of cos of alpha minus beta. Similarly, you can write the formula for tan of alpha. So sine alpha plus beta, similarly cos of alpha plus beta, and you can write it as tan of alpha plus beta. Similarly, after tan of alpha plus beta, another formula will be tan of, you can write as alpha minus beta. So after using these formulas, you can simply solve the exercise number 10.2. So we will write do exercise 10.2. So here is exercise 10.2. So first question, we will do our first question as. This is our first question. We had to prove that sine of 180 plus theta will be equal to minus sine theta. So simply we will take left hand side will be equal to sine of 180 plus theta. We know that sine of alpha plus beta is equal to sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. So we know that sine of 180 is equal to 0, and we know that sine cos of 180 is equal to minus 1. So this expression will be equal to 0, plus minus will be equal to minus, so this will be equal to minus sign, which is equal to right hand side of our question. Similarly, second part of question number 1 will be equal to cos of 180 plus theta, which will be equal to minus cos of theta. So after taking left hand side of this question, we know that about cos of 180 plus theta. So after applying formula of cos of alpha plus beta, it will be equal to cos of alpha sine cos beta minus, if there is a plus, so in formula there will be minus. So sine of alpha sine of beta. So this will be equal to cos of 180 cos of 0 cos of theta minus sine of 180 and sine of 0. So we know that cos of 180 is equal to minus 1 and sine of 180 is equal to 0. So after simplification, our answer will be equal to minus cos of theta, which is equal to right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Similarly, question 1 has third part, which is equal to tan of 270 minus theta, which will be equal to cot of theta. So you can solve this question by two methods. You can simply apply the formula of tan of alpha minus beta, or you can write tan as sine ratio of sine and cos. So tan 270 minus theta will be equal to sine of 270 minus theta divided by cos of 270 minus theta. So we will open formula of sine of alpha minus beta, and similarly cos of alpha minus beta. So after opening formula and putting the value of sine of 270 is equal to minus 1, similarly cos of 270 is equal to 0, cos of 270 is equal to 0, and similarly sine of 270 is equal to minus 1. So minus will be cancelled out with minus. We know that cos over sine is equal to cot of theta. So our final answer will be cot of theta. So this is right hand side. So left hand side of this question is equal to right hand side of same question. So after question one third part, we will do fourth part of question number 1, which will be equal to cos of theta minus 180 minus is equal to right hand side is equal to minus cos of theta. So simply we will apply the formula of cos of alpha minus beta. So after applying formula, our final answer will be equal to minus cos of theta. Similarly, fifth part of question number 1 will be equal to cos of 270 plus theta, which will be equal to sine of theta. Sine of theta is in right hand side, so we will take left hand side of this question. So this will be equal to cos of 270 plus theta. After opening the formula, this will be equal to cos of alpha plus beta is equal to cos alpha cos beta minus sin alpha sin beta. So we know that cos of 270 is equal to 0 and cos of sine of 270 is equal to -1. So after simplification, this will be equal to sine of theta, which is right hand side of question number 1's fifth part. So you can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So similarly, sixth part of question number 1 will be equal to sine of theta plus 270. Similarly, as we have done our above questions, you can solve this question similarly. You can solve this question, which is equal to tan of 180 plus theta, which will be equal to tan of theta. So this is left hand side of question, this is right hand side. So after taking left hand side of this question, so you can write tan of 180 plus theta after applying formula of tan alpha plus beta, which will be equal to tan alpha plus tan beta over 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. So here 180 is alpha and theta is equal to beta. So tan 180 is equal to 0 and similarly tan 180 is equal to 0. So this expression will be equal to 0. So after simplification, this will be equal to tan over tan theta over 1. So this will be equal to tan theta, which is equal to right hand side of this question. So you can say that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Similarly, we can do question last part of question number 1, which is equal to cos of 360 minus theta. So you can apply the formula of cos of alpha minus beta, which is equal to cos of 360 cos of theta plus sine of 360 sine of theta. So cos of 360 is equal to 1. Similarly, sine of 360 is equal to 0. So this expression will be equal to 0. So our final answer will be equal to cos theta. So left hand side of this question is equal to right hand side. Similarly, we had to find the values of sine of 15. We will break 15 into our those angles about which we know the value of sine theta or cos theta. You can write sine 30. We know that value of sine 30 is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, we know the value of sine of 45. We know value of sine of 60. We know the value of sine of 90. Similarly, cos of 30 is 45, 60, and 90. So similarly, we know the value of tan of 30, tan of 45, tan of 60, and tan of 90. So we will break 15 into these type of angles. So you can write 15. Sine of 15 will be equal to sine of 45 minus 30. So this will be equal to sine of alpha minus beta. So after applying formula of sine of alpha minus beta, this will be equal to sine of alpha cos uh, beta minus cos alpha sine beta. So putting the value, our final answer will be equal to square root 3 minus 1 over 2 square root 2, because LCM of 2 square root 2 and 2 square root 2 will be equal to 2 square root 2. Similarly, as we had done second questions first part, we will do second part of second question will be equal to cos of 15. We will write it cos of 45 minus 30. So after applying formula of cos of alpha minus beta, so this will be equal to cos of 45 cos of 30 plus sine of 45 sine of 30. After simplification and taking LCM will be equal to 2 square root 2. So our final answer will be equal to square root 3 plus 1 over 2 square root 2. Similarly, as we have done question first part and second part of question number 2, you can do third part of question number second. So tan of 15 will be equal to tan of 45 minus tan of 30. After putting the value, for our final answer will be equal to square root 3 minus 1 over square root 3 plus 1. Similarly, fourth part of question number, if there is written 105, you can break it as 60 plus 45. So after applying formula, this will be equal to final answer of fourth part of question number second. And similarly, fifth part of question number second will be same as the fourth part. Similarly, you can write tan 105 as tan of 60 plus 45 after applying tan of alpha plus beta formula. So this will be equal to tan of alpha plus tan of beta over 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. So after putting the value and after simplification, 1 plus square root 3 and 1 minus square root 3 will be final answer. Similarly, if we do third question first part, this is important part of the third question. So first part of third question is equal to sine of 45 plus alpha. Simply we had to prove left hand side is equal to right hand side. So if we open the formula of sine of alpha plus beta, so this will be equal to sine of alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. So putting the value of sine 45 and cos 45, which is same almost. So sine of 45 which will be equal to 1 over square root 2. Similarly, cos of 45 will be equal to 1 over square root 2. So after taking square root 2, 1 over square root 2 common, so our final answer will be right hand side of first part of question number 3. Similarly, second part of third question will be same. After third question number 3, we will do our question number 4, which is equal to tan of 45 plus a, tan of 45 minus a, which will be equal to 1. So we have to prove that the right hand side of this question will be, sorry, left hand side of this question should be 1. So we similarly we apply the formula of tan of 45 plus a and tan of 45 minus a. So after cutting, this will be equal to, this will be cancelled out with this, and this will be cancelled out with this. So our final answer will be equal to 1. So this is first part of question number 4 we had discussed here. So similarly, if we do other parts of this question, so if we do second part of fourth question, which is equal to tan of 45 minus theta plus tan of 270 plus theta. So you can write this radian angle into degree. Similarly, you can write this radian angle into degree, and after applying the formula, this will be final answer of this question. So we know that 0 over 1 plus tan theta, 0 over some expression will be equal to 0. So similarly, third part of this question is same as other parts. Similarly, if we do fourth part, which is equal to sine theta minus cos theta tan theta over 2 plus over cos theta plus sine theta tan theta over 2. Simply we will write tan theta as sine theta over 2 and cos theta over 2. Similarly, this tan will be equal to sine over and over cos. So this will be after taking LCM, the LCM will be equal to cos theta over 2. Here will be LCM cos theta over 2 after cancelling. So you can write it as the formula of sine alpha minus beta over sine of alpha plus beta. So this expression will be cancelled out, and after subtraction, theta minus theta over 2 will be equal to theta by 2. So sine over cos will be equal to tan theta by 2. Similarly, fifth part of this question will be same as our fourth part of this question number 4. Fifth part, question number 5 is cos of alpha plus beta cos of alpha minus beta is equal to cos square alpha minus sine square beta. So if we take this extreme left side, so this will be equal to cos of alpha plus beta cos of alpha minus beta after opening the formula of cos alpha cos beta minus sine alpha sine beta cos alpha cos beta plus sine alpha sine beta. So this will be equal to a minus b, a plus b, so a square minus b square. If we open, this will be equal to cos square alpha cos square beta minus sine square alpha sine square beta. So in our first answer, there is cos theta with alpha. So we will put the value of this expression which involves beta. Similarly, in right side there sine includes beta angle. So we will put the value of alpha angle. So we know that cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. Similarly, cos square beta will be equal to 1 minus sine square beta, and sine square alpha will be equal to 1 minus cos square alpha. If we multiply cos by 1 and by sine square theta, and similarly if 1 will be multiplied by sine square theta, and when sine will be multiplied by cos square theta. So our final answer after cancellation will be equal to cos square alpha minus sine square beta. Similarly, if we put the value of cos square alpha and sine square beta, our extreme right hand side will be equal to cos square beta minus sine square alpha. Similarly, if we do question number 6, question number 6 question number 6 is written as sine of alpha plus beta plus sine of alpha minus beta over sine. Similarly, we will open all the 4 formulas, and our final answer will be tan of alpha. Similarly, if we do 7 questions, so in question 7, there is written cot of alpha plus beta is equal to cot of alpha cot of beta minus 1 over cot alpha plus cot of beta. So we simply take right hand side, which is equal to cot alpha cot beta minus 1 over cot alpha plus cot beta. So cot alpha cot beta will be equal to 1 over tan alpha tan beta minus 1. Similarly, cot alpha will be equal to 1 over tan alpha, cot beta will be equal to 1 over tan beta. After taking LCM tan alpha tan beta, this tan alpha tan beta will be cancelled out with this. So this will be equal to 1 minus tan alpha tan beta over tan alpha plus tan beta. So here is 1 minus tan alpha tan beta over tan alpha plus tan beta. So we can simple, this is a formula. This is formula of 1 over tan alpha plus beta. So 1 over tan is equal to cot of alpha plus beta, which is left hand side of this question. So this is proof of first part of question number 7. Similarly, as first part, this is cot of alpha minus beta is equal to this will be plus formula, and our in previous question there was minus formula and there will be the plus formula. After cancellation, this will be equal to 1 plus tan beta. So this will be equal to 1. You can be if you can you want, you should not write this. So directly you can write 1 over tan alpha minus beta. 1 over tan is equal to cot. So this will be equal to cot of alpha minus beta. Similarly, third part will be equal to tan of alpha plus tan of beta over tan alpha minus tan beta will be equal to sine of alpha plus beta and sine of alpha minus beta. If we take left hand side of this question, I am putting the value of tan. So this will be equal to sine alpha over cos alpha plus sine beta over cos beta over sine alpha over cos alpha minus sine beta over cos beta. So after taking LCM will be equal to cos alpha cos beta. Similarly, cos alpha cos beta. So this will be cancelled out, and if we write this formula, if we close these formulas, this will be equal to sine of alpha plus beta or sine of alpha minus beta. And now question number 8 will be equal to sine of alpha is equal to sine. Similarly, question number 8 will be equal to uh, sine of alpha will be equal to 4 over 5 and cos of beta will be equal to 40 over 41. So we have to show sine of alpha minus beta is equal to 133 over 205. So simply is if sine of alpha is equal to 4 over 5, we will find value of cos of alpha. Similarly, cos of beta is equal to 40 over 41. We know that cos is equal to x over r. Similarly, sine is equal to y over r. Here to find cos of alpha, we will apply Pythagoras theorem and will find the value of x. Similarly, here we want to find the value of y, which will be equal to after applying Pythagoras theorem. So you can find value of y. If we find value of y, so this cos of beta is given. So sine of beta will be equal to y over, after finding the value of y, so this will be equal to y over r. So after putting the value in our this formula, so sine of alpha minus beta will be equal to sine of alpha. If we apply this is a formula, sine of alpha minus beta will be equal to sine beta cos beta. This will be equal to sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta. So after putting the value of sine alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sine beta, our final answer will be equal to 133 over 205. So this is final answer of question number 8. Similarly, as we have done question number 8, similarly question number 9 is sine alpha is equal to 4 over 5 and sine of beta is equal to 12 over 13. So we had to find these 6 expressions. So similarly, sine of alpha plus beta will be equal to sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. So after finding the value of because sine of alpha is equal to 4 over 5 and cos of alpha will be equal to x over r. So after putting the value, we can find from here this expression, because this is y and this is r. So you can find by Pythagoras theorem value of x. So after finding the value of x, so you can find cos of alpha. Similarly, sine beta is given, so you can find the value of sine of alpha. So we can find the value of sine of alpha. So after finding the value of cos alpha and sine beta, our 4 values are given. So we will simply apply the formula of sine of alpha plus beta. So we can write it as sine of first part is equal to sine of alpha plus beta. So after putting these values, our final answer will be equal to minus 56 over 65. Similarly, you can do other parts of this question. After question number 9, similar question is question number 10. Here is a solution of question number 10, which is absolutely same as question number 9. So our important question is question number 11, which is cos 8 minus sine 8 over cos 8 plus sine of 8, which is equal to tan of 37. So you can write take right hand side, which is equal to tan of 37. We can write tan of 37 is equal to tan of 45 minus 8, which will be equal to tan of 45 minus tan 8 over 1 plus tan 45 tan 8. This will be equal to 1 minus tan 8 over 1 plus tan 8. So after putting the value of tan, which will be equal to sine over cos. Similarly, this tan 8 will be equal to sine 8 over cos 8. After taking LCM, this will be equal to cos 8 minus sine 8 over cos 8 over cos 8 plus sine 8 over cos 8. So after cancellation cos 8 with cos 8, our final answer will be equal to cos 8 minus sine 8 over cos 8 plus sine 8. This is an important question. Similarly, this is question number 12. Cot of alpha over 2 plus cot of beta over 2 plus cot of gamma over 2 is equal to, we had to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we know that about alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to 180. So alpha plus beta will be equal to 180 minus gamma. So because there is alpha over 2, so you can write alpha divided by both sides by 2 here and here. So this will be equal to alpha plus beta over 2 will be equal to 90 minus gamma over 2. So alpha over 2 plus beta over 2 will be equal to 90 minus gamma over 2. Here we will apply the formula of tan on both sides of this expression. So after opening the formula, this will be equal to tan alpha over 2 plus tan beta over 2, or 1 minus tan alpha over 2 tan beta over 2 will be equal to cot of gamma over 2. Similarly, you can write it as tan alpha over 2 will be equal to 1 over cot alpha over 2 plus tan beta over 2 will be equal to 1 over cot beta over 2. And this 1 minus tan alpha over 2 tan beta over 2 will be equal to 1 over cot alpha over 2 cot beta over 2. So after taking LCM cot alpha over 2 cot beta over 2, this expression will be cancelled out with this expression. So cot alpha over 2 plus cot beta over 2 over cot gamma over cot alpha over 2 cot beta over 2 over cot alpha over 2 cot beta over 2 minus 1, because this was dividing here, so there this will be multiplied with cot gamma over 2. So after multiplication, this minus expression will become positive if we take a tan on left hand side. This is 13, 14, 12 question. After question number 12, similarly question number 13 is cot alpha cot beta plus cot beta cot gamma plus cot gamma cot. There will be alpha will be equal to 1. So similarly as in previous question, alpha plus beta will be equal to 1 minus 180 minus gamma. So we will apply tan on both sides. After opening, this will be equal to tan alpha plus tan beta over 1 minus tan alpha tan beta will be equal to minus tan of gamma. Tan is equal to 1 over cot, because our answer is in cot expression. So this will be equal to 1 over cot plus after taking LCM, this expression will be cancelled with this. So this will be equal to cot alpha plus cot beta will be multiplied with cot gamma minus cot alpha cot beta minus 1. So this will be equal to cot alpha cot gamma plus cot beta cot gamma minus cot alpha cot beta plus 1. So this minus expression will be plus, and our final proof will be done. Similarly, last question of this exercise 10.2, express the following in the form of r sine of theta plus 5. This is our expression 12 sine theta plus 5 cos theta. So here we can see that this 12 will be equal to r of cos theta, because theta is given, so we will take it, because we know that x is equal to r cos theta. Similarly, y is equal to r sine theta. We will use this expression. So 12 will be equal to r of cos theta, and 5 will be equal to r of sine theta. So putting the values here, we will find our final answer. So after putting the values of 12 and 5 here, so our final expression will become r of sine theta cos of 5 plus cos theta sine of 5. You can take value of r will be equal to R is equal to magnitude. You know that magnitude will be equal to x square plus y square. So R will be equal to x is 12 square will be equal to 144 plus 55 square will be equal to 25. This will be equal to 13. So here putting the value of R will be equal to 13. And this is formula of sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta sine of alpha plus beta. So R is equal to 13, and we can say that tan theta is equal to, we know that tan theta is equal to y over x. So we know that value of y is 5 and value of x is equal to 12. So putting the value here, our final expression will become, this is value of R and this is value of tan theta, tan phi, sorry. So this is our final answer. We had to find value of R and we had to find out value of tan of phi. So this is simple expression. Similarly, other part of this question number 14 will be done with similar method.